that is also one of the most famous cello solos of all time. I'm Sykes, and I've played the cello for 12 years. But today I'm going to demonstrate just very basically how to set up the cello and play a little bit. So I know most of you most likely have gone to some sort of ensemble or symphony performance sometime, but I know also that most of you probably don't have cellos lying around your homes. So today I really just hope you can gain a better just appreciation for some of the complexities and things that musicians think about when they play their stringed instruments. So we'll go through setting up the cello, the bow, tuning it, kind of learning how to use the fingerings, and finally making some beautiful sounds. So first, you'll notice that the cello, we sit down to play the cello. It is a tall instrument, and it's handmade of wood. There are 4 strings on the cello, the A, the D, the G, and the C. And sound comes out of right here called the F holes. You can pluck the cello as I just demonstrated, or use the bow to make sound. So before we play, we have to get our positioning right of the instrument. So we have to make sure that the end pin is the correct length to fit our height when we sit down. The scroll up here should come behind our head, and so the end pin length can be adjusted for that. Next, we'll think about our posture. We want to make sure we're sitting tall and on the edge of our seats when we play the cello with relaxed shoulders, so we can play our best. Then we will pick up the bow. Now the bow is the important piece that actually makes the music, right? It is made of wood and horsehair. And it's important to keep your fingers away from the horsehair as much as possible because the oils in our hands make it deteriorate faster. So beginners learn how to hold the bow very delicately. It's important to hold it a certain way so you can make the best sounds. So how we hold it is we curve our thumb in the back behind this piece called the frog, and we put it right there between the wood and the frog, and we put our middle finger on that silver piece right there, letting our pinky lie in the middle of the frog. Then we have to make sure to tighten the bow to the correct width. Now, to protect the bow, when we don't play, we loosen it, which is we turn the bottom part so that it can collapse closer to the wood piece. But when we're ready to play, we tighten it up to the width of about our pinky finger being able to fit through. Before we can actually play, we still have to tune our instrument, and that's the next step. There's a couple different ways to tune, kind of a natural, quick way. We can use the harmonics on the instrument, like so. But most of the time, that's just kind of a quick way to see, oh, I'm about it, the pitches match. But the more precise way is with the tuning machine, which I did previously to the speech, which is where you turn on the machine and it measures the frequency of the sound waves to tell you if the strings are sharp or flat. And if so, then we'll use the fine tuners to make the strings tighten or loosen depending on if it needs to go higher or lower. And these pegs are for when there are major intonation errors, and so we'll use those too to tune it. So then a beginner would learn how to position their fingers to actually play notes. Now, this black wood piece that runs up and down is the whole fingerboard. So that means that the notes down here are notes as well as the ones way up here. So the cello has an extremely high range, which is one of the reasons that a lot of people love it. But does not have frets like a guitar. These instead just have a flat fingerboard, and so you might ask, how do you actually know where to put your fingers? Well, beginners will usually start out with tapes that identify where the notes can be played, but then as you get more advanced, you'll take them off so that you can have muscle memory and play that way. And it is one of the complexities of stringed instruments, but it's really, I think, one of the unique and neat things about it too.